This past weekend, Terrifier 3, my most anticipated movie of the year, finally released in theaters. So let's go ahead and rank all four Terrifier films. Yes, I said four, from the least best to the best. And this is a franchise that I'm still technically new to. I never even saw the first one until 2 years ago, and I never even saw the actual first one until last year. So let's go ahead and start off at number 4, last place, and still a good movie, but I'm going to have All Hallows Eve here in last place. This is technically another adaptation of a short film called The Ninth Circle, in which Art the Clown is first introduced, but this movie expands on the idea of Art the Clown, and this has a different actor playing Art the Clown who has since retired from acting, and that's why we got David Howard Thornton in the main films. I still think this is an okay movie. I like the analog horror type setting of this movie. And to the people who are saying that they're not going to watch Terrifier 3 if kids get killed in Terrifier 3, newsflash, kids get killed in this movie. So that line was crossed years ago, way before Terrifier 3 was even thought of. But I do think that this is a good entry into the franchise. It's a good entryway before things get way wilder in the later films. But it's a good movie, very, very low budget though, so it's here at number 4. Number 3 is going to be the original film, Terrifier. And I have a lot of respect for this movie. I have a lot of respect for the fan base of this movie. This movie is just not exactly one of my all-time favorites like I was really hoping for. That said, it's a good movie. I think it's very well made on a shoestring budget. And the gore is fantastic. David Howard Thornton, absolutely great in the role of Art. But where my issues with this movie comes in, it's the fact that you don't really get very many characters to care about here. You do get the introduction of Vicky, who becomes a main antagonist in 3. But outside of her, all the other characters are just meat bags for Art to dispose of in creative ways. And I love the creative kills here, especially that hacksaw scene. Everybody loves the hacksaw scene. It was absolutely brutal. But like I said, this is a movie I respect more than I enjoy, even though I do get a little bit of enjoyment out of. So it's here at number 3. Number 2, the runner-up, and I'm going to have the new kid on the block. This is Terrifier 3 in second place. I loved this movie. I will be going slightly into spoilers here. So skip past this section if you don't want spoilers for Terrifier 3. But I still thought that this was a good follow-up to Terrifier 2. It expanded more on the lore of what Art the Clown is, and how he's able to survive all these ways he gets dispatched in the previous films. I like the more exploration of the little girl from the second movie, who I believe has been confirmed to have been a past victim of Art, and the demon that the little girl is took that form to taunt him. I thought that it was a really good exploration into what the future holds for this franchise. Damien Leone did say that a 4th movie is already in the works, and I really loved the exploration of Sienna's character as well, how she's got this survivor guilt from the second movie. She's seeing visions of her butchered friends from the second movie, and she's kind of trying to put it behind her while also trying to keep a lookout for Art, and I just really love that. You get a lot of scenes of Art just being silly, and David Howard Thornton is just absolutely fantastic in selling that aspect of the character. There's a very specific scene, probably my favorite scene in the movie, is where Art meets a guy dressed up as Santa, and he's acting like a little kid who is meeting Santa. It's an absolutely hilarious scene. Daniel Roebuck plays Santa in that scene. Clint Howard's in that scene. A really, really fun scene in the movie. Great, fantastic kills like this franchise is known for. Like I said, I do have some issues with it. Like I said in my review, I wish that Jonathan was in it more. And maybe a couple lines were a little too far for me personally. But I still thought this was a fantastic movie, so it's here at number 2. But number 1, easily the best in the franchise, is going to be Terrifier 2. And the success story that this movie is absolutely outstanding, because Terrifier 1 was not a well-known movie at the time it came out. It was mainly seen through word of mouth. People saw it online. So it didn't make a lot of money. So Terrifier 2 was 100% crowdfunded. All the fans of the first Terrifier crowdfunded this movie. They said, hey, we want more. Here's some money. We're donating it. Make another one. And just the success of this movie was insane, because in the first 1 or 2 weeks of this being released, it doubled its budget. It was absolutely the hit horror film of 2022. And in a year that contained movies like The Black Phone and Halloween Ends, I was surprised how much of a hit this movie was. Yeah, this is absolutely fantastic. It expands the lore. You get fantastic performances, especially from David Howard Thornton and Lauren Rivera, both fantastic in this movie, and even in the third movie, like I said. Just a great movie. Lot of stuff. Damien Leone just absolutely goes crazy with the ideas he has in this movie, and that's because he did it for the fans. The Terrifier films were always made for the fans, and that's why I'll always hold them, even the bottom 2, in high regard, because he does them for the fans. So that's why this movie comes in at number 1. So that was my ranking for the Terrifier films. What did you think of this franchise? What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? I'd love to hear from you as always. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.